Cook on Sunday, eat till Thursday. I'm Allie and you're watching Economy Bites. Do it from like right here. Can you just stop and do it from here?
Sure.
Today we're gonna make a vegetarian stir fry with cashews and hoisin sauce. It's gonna be good. So today's meal is a stir fry with cashews that is served over pasta. You could also serve it over brown rice if you want it to be really healthy. This recipe is a favorite of mine because it's something that my mom used to make all the time when we were kids. And I used to love it. And I was a picky eater as a kid, if you can imagine. Now I eat everything. I've amended it a little bit, but really, this one's for you, Mama. Now you're gonna cook a whole thing of linguine today. You're gonna want a big pot. Salt it, oil it, cover it with the lid. My version of the stir fry is vegetarian, but you can add if you have chicken, you could add sliced beef, you could add pork. Well, since these are kind of small, I think I'm gonna do 6. I'm gonna put the carrots in their own bowl because they're gonna cook first because they are the toughest of the vegetables I'm using today, so they need longer to cook. Whoops, another one bites the dust. Obelisks, I believe, would be the geometry turn. I like them at an angle because I think it makes them fancy. Next, I'm gonna take a package of these snap peas, and you're gonna want about half a cup to a cup of them. You gotta pull this little string out here. See how this string comes out at the spine? You have to de-string them, which I know is really annoying, but these taste really good and they're this beautiful green color. But if you're, too lazy to string these guys, you could use broccoli, you could use some other kind of pea. This is the kind of work you do that makes the food you make so worthwhile, because you're like, oh, I slaved all day over the oven. This is a stringing montage. I've been working on the railroad. Okay, last one. Sliced up mushrooms. And I'm actually gonna give them just a small chop because I think they're a little big. When you're cooking with a bunch of different kinds of vegetables, you want them to be all the same size. If you're cooking one thing that's really big, one thing that's really small, the small thing's gonna cook really fast, and the big thing's gonna take a long time, so then the small thing's gonna burn. See what I'm saying? Next, I'm going to take my favorite vegetable, water chestnuts. And then I also have here some fancy bamboo shoots. Toss it in there with my other vegetables. Ginger. Actually, what I learned the other day, ginger is really good for tummy aches. You boil some ginger, make a tea. It really helps. So these are called sticks. These are called cubes. Cashews, a cup of these. If you could find halved cashews, that would really be ideal. I'm just gonna give them like a loose chop here. This recipe is really good for you. You got your nut protein. I'm just gonna toss this little sugar in bits. I had the wrong one. We're gonna have to pause. Ah, beautiful. Now, ideally, what I would have liked to have used were like Chinese noodles. Sometimes they have them in the vegetable section at the grocery store, but my grocery store chooses when it wants to have things and when it doesn't, and today it chose not to have them, so I'm substituting just some normal linguine. Linguine is not spaghetti. It's these, see how it's thick? That's what you want for this kind of thing. While those are cooking, I'm going to make my sauce. A little less than 2/3 a cup of the hoisin. 3 tablespoons soy sauce. Another 3 tablespoons of the rice wine vinegar. A few red pepper flakes to give it a little kick, because I like everything spicy. I'm just breaking it up until I don't feel like any more of the gloppiness of the hoisin sauce. Taste excellent. Ooh, it's good. And now I'm going to start the stir fry with my carrots. Take a little bit of peanut oil, really just a little bit, because this recipe can get too greasy if you use too much. I'm gonna let that get hot, then I'm gonna pour in my carrots, give them a coat, 3 tablespoons of water, and then I'm gonna cover it for 3 minutes to let the carrots steam. Where's the timer? Oh, here it is. Move the carrots to the side, make a little hole there, add everything else. You're gonna wanna stir fry this for probably a good 5 minutes. Keep tossing. If you feel like you need to add a little bit of oil, go ahead, but the cashews have a lot of oil in them. All vegetables are created equal. Let's look at our pasta. God, I love it when the pasta cooks perfectly. Give it a splash of cold water. When you can smell it, that's when you know that you're just about done. Give it one more. My mushroom is Still a little crunchy. Well, handful of pasta. Voila! You have stir fry a la Ali Schwartz, a la Susie Schwartz. Oh, delicious stir fry, 25 bucks or less. Put it in Tupperware, put it in the fridge. Take all the vegetables, put them in a Tupperware, put them in the fridge. Take your sauce, cover it with saran wrap, put it in the fridge. When you get home from work, you're tired, you want to order Thai food or Chinese food, wait a minute, you have a delicious Asian meal right here in your fridge. All you gotta do is mix everything up, pop it in the microwave for like a minute, 2 minutes, done. There you go. You cook this gorgeous meal and you can eat it all week long. Why go out to eat? Stay home, eat dinner at home, and then go out for sake. I'm so excited about this stir fry. It's gonna be really good. It's really healthy, legitimately healthy. It's not like, oh, this is so healthy, but it is. Nom nom.